Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
We're going to be texting each other throughout the weekend to see who's right, who's wrong. We begin in the SEC. Coming up on Saturday, top 25 showdown, one of 5 top 25 games on Saturday. Saturday is going to be awesome. Florida and South Carolina. This game is in Columbia. Jeff Goodman, who you got?
Yeah, I'm not going against South Carolina and Columbia. I saw that crowd about a month ago. They were on fire, and they're going to be on fire for this one because, again, this is a team that's so much fun to watch because they play together, they defend, they play. Now they've had their downs right at Auburn, but for the most part at home, they've been pretty damn good. And I know everybody likes the Florida Gators these days, but I'm not going against South Carolina at home.
So, South Carolina, as we saw, they're coming off a dramatic win over Texas A&M. Florida, the last time they had a big-time road opportunity, it was at Alabama. And Todd Golden's team gave one away. They were in position to win that game.
Yeah.
The -1 seems fishy to me. I'm hopping on the wagon, and I am taking the Gators to make a statement on the road. They've won 9 of their last 11 games. I just like the balance of this team right now. I think they're getting great production out of Zion Poland, who's up to over 15 points per game. Tyree Samuel is playing his mind. I mean, he is playing out of his mind right now. 28 on 12 of 16 from the floor. This is a team. Micah Handlogden is another guy who's had some steadier performances here of late. It's not that I don't like South Carolina. I just think that line's a little bit fishy, and I don't like taking road teams, but I'm going to take Florida. McCall, you break the tie.
I just can't. I see the logo with the orange and the blue and the gator head. It's just hard for me. It's hard for me to pick against that logo.
He gets all nostalgic. He gets all nostalgic.
I don't need Gator Twitter to kill me.
McCall,
I don't need Gator Twitter to be all over me. Right?
McCall,
but
be like that random girlfriend. Hold on, McCall. McCall, don't be like the random girlfriend who, or the random friend you have who's like, I picked my bracket based on the team colors or mascots.
It's just something about that logo, Fanta. It's just something about the logo. I mean, I grew up. My dad was a middle linebacker, number 38, one of the greatest linebackers in the school history. No, but I'll say this, in all seriousness, Lamont Paris, unbelievable job. Took the right transfers. B.J. Mackey, he saw him. He coached against him when he was at Chattanooga. He was the right guy for his offense. They dropped those 2 games. Auburn beats them pretty handily. They turn around, they lose to LSU, and then they respond by going on the road and beating Ole Miss. Like, that was big. This South Carolina team's for real. But so is this Florida Gator team. And Todd Golden last year, what I think he did coming out of the season that they had last year, he addressed his competitiveness on his roster. Getting the right guys, taking the right guys in the portal that are about the right things, that want to win, that care about winning. You brought up Samuel. I think Walter Clayton's one of the better transfers in all the country. I don't think we talk about him enough. Like, I don't, and even Rick Pitino's talking about him. Like, how good would St. John's be if he was on there? No question about it. He is phenomenal. If he's open and his feet are set, it is down. So I just think Florida's playing well. You alluded to the Alabama game. They had every single chance to win that game. And I like them to win this one. They've won 9 out of their last 11. Fanta, you just said it. I'm taking the Gators, not just because of that logo and because of the color orange and blue, but because I do believe that they're going to go on the road and get us. And South Carolina, though, does have one of the greatest Florida Gator point guards of all time on their staff in Eddie Shannon, who's doing a great job for Lamont Paris. There's a little bit of tie there. A little bit of tie.
Let's move. We got tons of games to pick. Too many to pick to drag it on. Here we go. In the Big East, Fueling the 68 comes out every Monday and Friday. The next edition Friday is going to be huge. You're not going to want to miss it. Our bracketologists will be all over it. On Monday's edition, they had Providence in the last 4 in. They had Villanova in the first 4 out. What does this mean? Massive game Saturday at Friartown. Villanova at PC. Jeff Goodman, who you got?
I know Providence hasn't been as good at the dunk or whatever we want to call it now. I'm not calling it what
the
it
dunk.
is.
It's the dunk. It's the dunk. It's the dunk.
That's
It's
right.
the dunk. It's the dunk.
But I'm not going against them. Villanova's too Jekyll and Hyde for me. They just are, and I think Providence, they both need it. But again, when you get that Friars crowd, what time's the game? What time's that game?
It's
a noon game.
noon.
It's a noon game. That scares me a little bit because the Providence students might not get a chance to really start to pound those tall boys like they usually do for those 7 o'clock games at night. Hopefully they won't go out too hard tomorrow night and they'll be able to get up and get in there and support their Friars. But I just don't bet against Devin Carter, man. Like, he is a killer. He is an absolute, like, honestly, how many guys, if you're picking up dudes that you just want on your team for like a fight, for just like, not a fight, but like a game that matters, I'm taking Devin Carter over all those Villanova dudes, over all of them.
Yeah, I am too. He'd be on my second team All-American. It's amazing. Tyler Kolek could be a first-team All-American, and he may not be the Big East Player of the Year. That's insane, but it's just how the coaches might vote. We'll see. I'm going Providence here. They might not be as good as they used to, but I'll tell you what, they're still damn good. I mean, all year at home, they've only lost twice. Providence College basketball is 50-5 in their last 55 home games. Come on now. Friars win this game. Carter wills them. Providence gets this one. They go to Georgetown and win. They're in. They punch their ticket there. They have UConn to close out the regular season. They could win that game too, but they just need 2 or 3, and they're going to make the tournament. I like the Friars.
Yeah, I'm with you, and you're the Big East. You're the Big East expert, and I'm not picking against the Friars at home. I'm not doing it. Only 2 home losses. I just don't have a ton of faith in Villanova. I'm still shocked that they're even on the bubble at this point in the season. I know they won some games early in the season, but I think the Friars take care of this one at home. And a 1-point spread, I don't think the game's going to be that close at all.
Metrics like Villanova, their net is currently 32. They get into the top 30, that becomes a quad 1 game for a home team. That's crazy how that could change some teams, one of which is St. John's. All right, is Goodman ballsy? Is he ballsy enough here? Or is he fully out on Kansas? Kansas and Baylor on Saturday in Waco. Baylor's favored by 5, according to KenPom. Jeff, who you got?
Baylor. If McCullers not going to play, and we don't know, he might play, but I don't know how healthy he's going to be. He was going to try to practice today, I think. They just have no depth. They have no depth, and they've lost a lot of games on the road this year in league play. Like, Kansas has not been good on the road at all. So I'm going with Baylor here at the new arena. What is it called? What's the new arena again? I don't remember. Foster? Is it Foster? I don't know. But I'm taking Baylor in Waco. How's that? I'm taking Baylor in Waco. No, it used to be the Farrell Center.
Foster Pavilion. Foster Pavilion, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Foster Pavilion.
I got Baylor.
Okay. Baylor missed their opportunity last weekend against Houston. They get this one. They win. I like Baylor. I like them big. I think Kansas is coming unseamed. Kansas, for me, is going to be an early exit in the NCAA tournament, the rate they're going. They can't win away from Allen Fieldhouse. McCall?
No.
Yeah, I'm with you. McCullough, the question marks on him. I'll say this. If you look at Kansas' schedule and you go back to box scores and look at them, when Furphy plays well, they win.
Yeah.
When he struggles, they lose. I mean, and that's a lot to put on a freshman that didn't get to campus until, August, and they didn't even know if they were going to bring him to campus this year. But when he plays well, they win games. But I was really impressed coming off the loss to Houston, the way that Baylor responded at TCU. And that was big. It just kind of showed you, hey, guys, like, we may have lost the other day to the eventual Big 12 regular season champion, but we're still here. And we went on the road and found a way to win that game. I don't think they lose to Kansas at home, not with an unhealthy McCullough.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.